Hello my friends, I have a new recipe, easy to prepare. We call sopaipillas. It's a one word, sopaipillas. It's a name for the dough. They go in deep fry with oil, like a fried. It's so delicious. We have this, a pound of flour, the baking powder, 1 tablespoon. Put the salt, it's the same. Now we have to mix this. All the salt, the baking powder, and the flour. That's it, not too complicated. Okay, now the squash. The squash is like a 10 ounces. Believe me, some people for these numbers, they use only 6 ounces. I use sometimes 10 ounces or maybe a pound because I love the rich flavor for the squash and the dough. Now, this squash is from yesterday because I can smash these. Some people put directly here and they start squashing that, make it a puree inside with the hand. But I'm doing like this, better. You can use the frozen. It's easy because it's 12 ounces. You can use that one. You can boil that. And you don't need more than 7 or 8 minutes. When the squash is soft, you can do this. It's very good. And remember, no salt and when you boil the squash. Some people put the salt, but I prefer don't put nothing because I put the salt already in the mix. You see, very good. You can put cold or warm or even hot. It's not a problem. Now I can put inside. Believe me, this is so delicious. It's something you have to do. Okay, now we are mixing everything by hand. It's turned the color like, you see, it's not together like dough right now because we need the shortening and we need the water. But we try to mix this now. Now we put the shortening. It's 2.8 ounces. Now, when everything is like with the flour or something like this, it's not really ready. Then you put the water. Remember, the water is, you can use water, regular water, or from the squash. In this case, I use it from the squash. Now, you see, it's getting better, moist. When you put too much water, you have to put more flour. It's not a problem. You can play with that, it's not a problem. This is the dough. The dough is ready. You have to start doing this. If you don't have a roll like this, you can use the bottle, any bottle, remove the label, and start doing. It's not excuses for don't do it. You're cut with this. You know, this is the size I wanted because it's like a Chinese soup. I remember that when I did the arepas with the same, it's fantastic. Good size. Because I don't want it too small, then you remove everything. Okay, with the spoon, you have to make some holes to the dough because you need like the oil penetrate easily the dough. You make this, like 4 or 5 holes. If you do a small with like a fork, they cover that and then it's going too big. Let me see if the oil is ready. To prove if the oil is ready, you have to make the little ball with the dough, like this, and put inside. Now I want to show you when the oil is ready. With a little ball like the same dough, you see the bubbles there? Because I don't want it very strong, too hot because it's getting burned the sopaipillas. And the good situation about this, when you think like a 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 is enough, you can put in the container covered with a Tupperware and you put in the fridge. They keep good for like 2 days. Now I think it's time to fry, and the rest I want to put in the container to do tomorrow or another day. Okay? With 3 is okay. I don't want to put too many. With 3 is okay. I finished frying all the sopaipillas. I got 15 sopaipillas, different size. For example, I got the big size like this one because I want to make the sandwich tomorrow with this, like a burger. And the cost is like 10 cents each. It's so cheap because normally in any bakery, Chilean bakery, this is supposed to be like a $1 each. And now I want to taste and show you something. Look, soft. The color is yellow because the squash. And tasting. I told you the other day about pebre, the Chilean pebre. You put over this, and then we have to try. I have to sacrifice myself. Can you believe this? Okay, let me see. Oh my God. So good. This is the way they eat in Chile. In Chile, let me tell you something. In winter time, like in New York, you got cars selling hot dogs. In Chile is sopaipillas in winter time. They smell all the city with sopaipillas. You know that somebody's doing. And the people going in the bus on the subway with dozens of sopaipillas they sell in the street because it's easy. They are already frying there. And smell the subway and everything. Because you know it's raining, you know your mother or your grandma is waiting for you with sopaipillas. This is the national. I can show you next time how you can do the syrup with this. And you immerse this in the syrup. It's like a beautiful, delicious dessert. It's so good. And you can try with ham, cheese, guacamole. You can put pebre, mustard, or mayo, or ketchup. You put everything you want. Thank you for watching.